Strangers and Aliens, the 2024 year in review of movies. I really should have done a better job with that title. It'll be different on the screen and in your podcatcher, but that's what we're talking about. Roll the credits. Hey everyone, I'm Ben Avery. I'm here with Evan.
Hey,
Evan David, how you doing, man?
pretty good. How are you?
I'm all right. It is almost September. In 2 days, September. And so we decided, let's talk about 2024.
Yep.
Because we didn't get to it.
We're a little late, but there's lots of good stuff to talk about.
There is. I was actually so amazed as I was going through my list, compiling my list, not going through my list. I didn't make a list. So I compiled it today. And so I may not have everything on my list, but I was amazed at how much just good sci-fi there was, how many good sci-fi movies there were in 2024. That was a good year. It was also a bad year. When you are taking it and narrowing it down a little bit. But bad year for Marvel. Bad year for apes. No, decent year for apes. And good year for sci-fi. That's a little preview of my list right there.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, it was a good year for animation.
Yeah, I would agree. Mm-hmm. I would definitely agree with that. Yeah. So, and that's even without having seen a lot of the big ones. There's a lot of the big animated movies that I did not see. The sequels. I did not see sequels to animated movies.
Okay.
So,
well, let's jump in.
Let's do it
and get things started. So, how do you want to do this, Ben? Because usually we go through my list from the bottom to the top, but you've actually made a list this time.
I do have a list that I made, and I'm going to just do. Let's do this. I will start with my bottom 5.
Okay.
And then I'll turn it over to you to just go through your list, and we'll see like how things match up. But I want to start with my bottom 5 because my bottom 5 include these 3 movies right here. Let's see if I can get this up there. There it is. All right. So Madam Web is my worst movie of the year. And because of that, I went ahead and lumped all of the Sonyverse movies together, even though Venom, The Last Dance, I actually enjoyed that movie. I did enjoy it, but it's just kind of what they all signified. It's what they all meant. So you have Kraven the Hunter, Venom, The Last Dance, and Madam Web. I put them all 3 at the very bottom of my list because of just what they meant for Sony, what they meant for Marvel in general, because as we're going through 2024, Marvel was Sony and Deadpool. That was it for 2024. No, it wasn't. And it was Sony's Marvel movies that were kind of sort of backdoor, almost MCU kind of things. And Madam Web was just the worst of the worst with it because of the way they just treated the Spider-Man whole mythos and tried to do what they could to, like, let's make a movie that says something about Spider-Man, but we can't mention Spider-Man. We can't even mention Peter Parker's name. And we're even gonna have a scene where, like, my words were, who does this at the baby shower? At the baby shower, let's play the game, the famous baby shower game of guess the name we're going to give our baby. Like, that is an impossible game. No one is going to, like, you don't do that. That's stupid. Like, and so everyone's guessing and no one's guessing Peter. Of course. I mean, it just was ridiculous. And then just the whole thing where they just lost sight of what they were trying to do with Sony, and they really could have still done a good thing following the path and the original plan that they wanted to do. But it just went off the rails. It got fragmented. And so we get Madam Web. We get Kraven the Hunter, which wasn't terrible. I would probably give it a tentative thumbs up, maybe. But I'm never going to watch these movies again. Like, and so they're bottom of my list. And then my other 2 are Rebel Moon, which the second one, the Scargiver, I think.
Yeah, that's in your bottom 5?
I did not. I don't know why. I just did not connect with me. And then honestly, it was the whole director's cut stuff.
We did a whole episode about this and we loved it. Both of us together as one.
No, but thinking about it now, I'm never going back to it. And then Wicked.
All right, we got some interesting list comparisons here, Ben.
Yeah, those are my 5. Rebel Moon, it just got pushed down, 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 down. I can't. Yeah, maybe I should rewatch it again because I remember just being so hyped about it. But then with the director's edition, I watched like 20 minutes. I can't remember how far I got into it, and I was just like, oh, this is not.
I haven't watched any of it, any of the
time.
directors, and I have not watched Madam Web or Kraven the Hunter, and I don't know if I ever will.
There's no reason to. That's the thing. Like they're just there. They're not there to do anything. They don't push any kind of agenda. They don't tell a story worth revisiting.
Mhm.
Like that's the problem. You can have a single one-off movie called Kraven the Hunter if you make it a story. There was things that I enjoyed about it. Don't get me wrong, but I put them all at the bottom because just that whole Sony verse and the whole failed thing. So
Yeah.
Also you have to remember, I did this order in 3 minutes. So
Sure.
But okay.
Okay. Well, let's start at the bottom of my list. This is 30 out of 30. So it's the bottom one, Orion and the Dark. And I put it at the bottom. It's an animated movie about a boy's relationship with the physical manifestation of darkness, or the anthropomorphization of darkness. And I got like maybe a half hour in and quit. So
what's it called?
What?
Orion and the Dark?
Orion and the Dark. It's on Netflix, animated film. But yeah, it wasn't grabbing me. I was bored, so I turned it off. The next one is Despicable Me 4. Man, it's hard to articulate how much I don't like any of those movies.
Any of them?
None of them.
Interesting.
None of them. Yep. I like the part in the third one where the little girl thinks she found a unicorn, but it's a goat with one of its horns missing. That was cute. Other than that, I don't care. The next one was If, which is Ryan Reynolds and a bunch of imaginary friends. And Steve Carell plays a purple thing. And yeah, my daughter loved this movie. I was bored out of my mind watching it. I did not like it at all. Go watch Foster's Imaginary Friends if you want a good.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Imaginary friend story.
Oh, man. That series is just amazing. My kids love that series. Yeah. So far, I haven't seen any of your movies. So that's
okay.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not regretting this right now.
Yeah, these are not worth. Okay, so here we go. The next one is Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 3.
I've heard it's not good.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. But you might actually like it more than me because it ties directly into that Flashpoint movie.
Really?
Yes, and to the Apocalypse War, like the very last one from the last continuity. Okay. Like the last movie in the last continuity, they destroyed the universe, and that's what created this universe. But because they destroyed the universe and created this universe, that's what has fractured the multiverse and given birth to the Anti-Monitor. And so it's like this whole new universe is now in the same continuity as the previous continuity. So that was pretty cool, but yeah, it just wasn't great. Okay. And then the next one after that is the Garfield movie.
Still haven't seen it. Like this is. Yeah.
With Chris Pratt, and I don't know, it's probably not a bad movie. I just don't like Garfield very much, and yeah, it's with characters I'm not really fond of, and then it's just a weird plot where Samuel L. Jackson is Garfield's dad. So
okay.
You want me to keep going?
Dad, but yeah, keep going.
All right,
keep going.
The next one is Venom: The Last Stand. Yeah, wasn't a fan of this one. Just didn't do it for me. Again, I really wish they would get Spider-Man into these somehow, some way, but no, we didn't do that this time. Kung Fu Panda 4 is the next one.
Okay, I have not seen it.
Yep. Yeah. So this one was like the jump the shark one. The first three had like something, you know, to say, and solid tropes from kung fu movies to mimic. And this one was just kind of like the passing of the baton movie, where it's like, oh, now I need to retire and train a new person. But it's like in the last movie, you just after 3 movies finally fulfilled your destiny and became the fully fledged dragon warrior, and now it's time to move on. Like, we're not going to get a movie where you're the fully fledged dragon warrior. So, so yeah.
That's fair.
Yep. Okay, and then the next one after that is The Day the Earth Blew Up.
Okay, this is one I was curious if you'd seen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you see this one?
Yeah. So following my list, I went from Wicked to Twisters. Did you see that?
Nope, didn't see it.
Okay. It's not bad. It's totally a not bad action movie, completely unrealistic, like the first Twister movie.
Sure.
And yeah, not bad.
I was staying away from it because it does have David Cornsweet in it, doesn't it?
I really don't remember.
If it does, I heard that it did, and so that's why I stayed away from it, because I didn't want to taint my Superman experience, because I'd never seen him in anything else before that movie.
So then M. Night Shyamalan's Trap.
Okay, yeah. I haven't seen it.
Again, not bad, not good. All right. There's some moments where tension just gets ratcheted up, but you got there by doing stupid things. So then I have Deadpool and Wolverine, which I liked what they were doing with some of that, but it was just so crass, and it was just, I know they were doing like that love letter to Fox movies, but at the same time they were also being just it just didn't connect completely with me. I didn't hate it, but it's not something I'm going to go back to. And then Joker, Wild Jolie or whatever, I don't remember the subtitle, but Joker 2. And then we got The Day the Earth Blew Up for me. Okay. So yeah, so it's mid-range for me, but I really enjoyed watching it because of what it was, but not because of what it was doing necessarily. And and then you get to the end, I'm like, okay, there's a decent twist here, you know, when they get to the end and everything's resolving and they're taking care of the bad guy, and you realize, oh, that was the bad guy's motivation, and oh, maybe we shouldn't have done all the things that we did.
Yeah.
Although the bad guy did some really awful things to get there, you know. And so, and there was just enough of the madcap Looney Tunes stuff where I'm like, I'm good with this. I'm good. I don't love it.
What did you think about their adopted dad?
That was really funny and weird.
Yeah. I was like, this is my kind of stupid humor.
It was so weird. You're just like, what is even happening right now? I don't know. And then they just keep doing it throughout the movie. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. And they're brothers.
Like, anytime the bad guy was on screen, though, like, I was just enamored with the animation. Like, just high quality 2D animation, so detailed, and it's like distinctly American, you know, Looney Tunes style animation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying about what they were doing was astounding as far as they were doing hand drawn style. I mean, there's obviously CGI was involved in some of that stuff, but that the basis of what they were doing was that hand drawn, old school Looney Tunes. The voice acting wasn't bad, like wasn't perfect, but it was close. I'm assuming they used voice actors that they've been using in those, like for WB Looney Tunes stuff that they've been doing. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah. No, I really found myself enjoying myself more than I thought I was going to. But it's still kind of that mid-range tier for me here.
Okay.
As far as returning back to it, kind of a thing.
So I think this is the beginning of, like, the Day the Earth Blew Up is the start of, these are good movies. This is just where it fell.
Okay. And that's about right for me too. I mean, I would honestly say though, nothing on my list is a movie I regretted seeing. Like, I didn't see the movie. I'm just like, that was so, Madam Web came close. but as a Marvel completionist kind of a thing, yeah, I was going to see it anyway, you know.
I wish I could say that, Ben, but actually, you know what? Kung Fu Panda 4 is the beginning of the. It's a good movie. It's just where they fell.
So, all right. My next 4, 5, 6, 7. In my next 7, I think there's probably only one that you've seen.
Okay, you want to go do that?
I'm gonna go through my 7, the next 7 here, and we'll see if you've seen any of them. Atlas.
No.
That was the Netflix sci-fi mech movie where it's mechs and aliens and Jennifer Lopez.
I don't even think I've seen any sort of advertisement for this.
You probably didn't, because this felt like a throwaway. It was making a statement about AI, and it was trying to be this action adventure movie. The AI is named, I think it was Harlan. It was either Harlan or, I'm pretty sure it's Harlan, not Ellison. But Harlan Ellison wrote in the 70s a horrific short story called I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, that was about AI taking over the world. Just horrific. And so they named the AI Harlan. I think they're trying to reference that. But so it reached for the big sci-fi ideas while also trying to be like a live action Robotech or Battletech. And in the end, again, I didn't mind seeing it. Should I have put it below Rebel Moon? Maybe I should have. I don't know. I did my list in 3 minutes, but but I mean, it said some things. It had interesting characters, and it was J-Lo as the lead. Like, that was what was so weird to me. It's like, she's the lead of this sci-fi action thriller. Okay, all right, well, we'll go with that.
Okay.
Next, I have Beverly Hills Cop, Axel F.
Nope.
Okay,
didn't see that.
Which that one I gave 3.5 stars, and it just felt like an 80s action movie. Like, they really did go back to that whole thing. Eddie Murphy's feeling old for sure, but and he's doing things, or his stunt double is doing things that I wouldn't have expected him to be able to do. But next is the one I know you have seen. You have to have seen this one, Godzilla Kong.
Yes.
Okay, so
that one's
we'll talk
further
about
up
that
on
when
the
you
list.
get to it. We'll talk about that when you get to it.
Okay.
Next is Fall Guy.
Yep.
You okay? All right. Yep. I really enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. It's goofy, not perfect, but fun.
I went and saw that with a bunch of my coworkers, and after the movie, both me and my other coworker the next day were like, yeah, on the way home from that movie, I think I drove faster than I should have.
I was just happy that it wasn't completely just a movie making fun of the TV show.
Oh, I didn't even know it was a TV show.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Lee Majors, $6 Million Man. That was his follow-up to $6 Million Man. 3-4 seasons, I think. I think it was on Friday nights because it was on later than I would normally be able to stay up. But I did get to stay up and see it quite often. I might be wrong about that, but it was a show that I watched as a kid and really enjoyed it. But I love the conceit where it's like he's a stuntman who works as a bounty hunter and uses his stuntman abilities to be a bounty hunter. And it's cheesy A-Team Knight Rider type of thing. It's not the traveling do-gooder, but it's the do-gooder detective kind of thing where people come to him and ask for help. And yeah, so
I really liked how it was a love letter to stuntmen.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, there was real stunts happening in that movie. And yeah. Next is Spaceman.
Nope, didn't see it.
Adam Sandler. Yeah, and I think it's just because it was one of those quiet sci-fi kind of things. I actually listened to the book as well. And it goes into some weird places, but it says some stuff about loneliness and relationships.
It's on my list.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. I mean, like, it's on my list to watch.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And then here's a movie. If you haven't seen it, put it on your list. It's not sci-fi though. Juror Number 2.
Juror Number 2.
Juror Number 2. Clint Eastwood directed it. It's about a guy who gets on jury duty, and as they start talking about the case that he's going to be on jury duty for, he realizes that the hit and run drunk driver that's being accused, the accident actually was probably him, like the juror.
Oh wow.
And he didn't realize and so he thought he'd hit a deer, and then he just went home. And then as they're talking about like the location and they're
Oh
talking about the
no.
timing and stuff, he's realizing I might have killed somebody. And here's this. It was so good.
Okay.
So good. It's just this like I don't know if you would call it a thriller, but it's a not even a psychological thriller. I mean, but it was just a character study of like, what would you do if you were in that situation? And they ratchet it up by having him like they're expecting a baby, And so,
oh, that's terrible.
yeah.
Goodness.
And so it's wild.
Okay.
It's wild. And then finally, before we get to movies that I know you have seen, Salem's Lot.
Nope, didn't see that either.
Okay, so that's based on the Stephen King book, which I've read, and it's based on. And then there's also some other. There's a TV movie with Rob Lowe, and there was. I guess the other one was a TV movie as well, but both of the TV movies did a decent job telling the story. But this did probably the best I've ever seen as far as like taking what could be just an unwieldy story that Stephen King has written and turning it into a pretty streamlined. I think it's only 90 minutes. Like it is a brief movie. And they do some interesting things with just how they defeat the vampires and stuff like that. But yeah, so it's, not bad. So that's my next 7 here. You said that Fall Guy and Godzilla are on yours.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and punch it into your next little level here.
The next one is Damsel with Millie Bobby Brown.
Did not see it.
It's good, like, but it's rough. It's a rough watch just because the conceit is like I don't even want to spoil it if you haven't seen it and you plan to see it. Like it's the conceit for the movie, the setup is it's just so good. It's fantastic, and then just Millie Bobby Brown's character is trying to survive. She's a princess and thrown into this terrible situation where she's stuck in this pit with this dragon, and it's a slog in a good way. It's like it's just, man, how much more terrible things does she have to literally crawl through to scratch her way out of and survive? Like, man, it's good.
All right.
So yeah, if you like fantasy stuff and dragon stuff,
was that a Netflix movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
So particularly for you, Ben, I recommend it.
All right.
It's Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 2.
Which unfortunately led into Part 3 apparently. So
yes. And then Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 1.
Okay.
And the first one was not bad. They did some really cool stuff with the Flash. Like they take the concepts from the comic series and kind of twist them and adapt them in a new way for the movie. And so that's cool. They do some interesting stuff with Supergirl as well. That's not in the comic book, but they kind of combine some things and set it up in a new way. So if you are a fan of the comic book and you want another take where you don't know everything that's going to happen, you might enjoy it.
Okay.
So the next one is Red One.
I did not see Red One.
I
kind of wish I had, but
let me tell you, Ben, it was a very, very movie. It sure was. It was a movie-ish movie.
All right. That's the whole Santa Claus action adventure movie, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And it's actually Santa Claus gets kidnapped and his bodyguard guy. It's what if the MCU decided to do just a Christmas movie, and this was it. Yep.
All right.
And it would be a middle tier MCU movie.
Okay. All right.
It's not as bad as the Marvels, but
that's fair. That's fair.
Okay, the next one is Carry On. It's not a sci-fi or fantasy, but it is an action movie, and that was really good.
Was it? Okay.
I can't remember the language in it, but The story idea was really good, and then the acting by I think it's Taron Egerton and oh, I can't remember his name. Sorry, Nathan Bates, maybe, I can't remember. But anyway, it's good. It's good. Then it's Miraculous Ladybug World, London at the End of Time. Have you seen this, Ben? I think
I've never even heard of this.
It's like a TV movie special, but unlike the actual Miraculous Ladybug, the movie, which is its own self-contained representation of the brand, this is actually in continuity with the show, and it takes place after season 5, I think, and it's good. They delve into the multiverse for the first time, and it's a follow-up of the huge season 5 finale, which was amazing, and they could have ended the show right there on that. So yeah, you probably won't like it if you haven't watched the rest of the
season. So I'm probably never going to see this movie. If you have to watch 5 seasons of a show,
it's pretty good.
I'm out.
Okay, then the next one is Godzilla Kong: The New Empire.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I liked it. I liked this movie. I thought it was good. For me, I don't know if this was your experience. For me, this kind of just came out of nowhere. Like they like announced it, and then like 4 months later, it's in theaters. But I liked it.
I enjoyed it. I mean, it was a fun, like all of the what do they call that universe?
Oh, the Monsterverse?
Just Monsterverse.
Yeah, I don't know.
It might be. Whatever. All of those are they're fun. They blow things up real big, and this was the one where he's like got the gauntlet thing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and that's the thing. Like they started this out with a really grounded and realistic, quote unquote, take on Godzilla, and with every consecutive movie, they're just like, nah, we're turning it up. We're turning it up.
Mm-hmm.
We're going crazy bananas on this thing. And yeah, it was good. I liked it.
Yeah, I did too.
Okay, the next one is the Bluey movie special, which serves as a series finale almost, even though I think they're going to make another movie afterwards. But like you were not in this stage of life, but Bluey is the greatest children's show of all time.
Yeah, my kids missed it completely.
Yeah, it is the greatest children's show of all time. I've never seen another, and when I say children's show, I mean for like preschool age kids. There's never been another show like this that just fully engages the adult audience, maybe even more than the preschoolers who are watching. Like that takes some special sauce to be able to do that, and they've got it. And it's the quality's never dipped. Consistent on the whole thing, and it's like you can watch the whole series as an adult unironically with no kids present, and you can get a lot out of it. Like it's really good. So anyway, okay, and the next one is Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
All right, that was also my next one.
Nice. Okay.
So we're in my top 5 with that.
This is number 14.
Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna hold off on my top 5, and we'll just keep going with yours. So.
Yeah, it was okay. It was good. It didn't really like. It didn't set up another trilogy, which is what I was expecting. Like, because in the first one we had this really solid Caesar trilogy.
Yeah, but
well,
I guess set up another.
Yeah, because the astronauts. It
totally does. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Okay, then I liked it.
No, they had a place to go for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
And in fact, I was disappointed in the ending because it felt like they were just, hey, here's our teaser for the next movie. Hope we get to do it.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, which is a good tactic if you're the filmmaker, Yeah. I mean, because you're like, the audience is expecting it, studio person. We can't just leave them hanging, can we? Mm-hmm. No. Give me tens of millions of more dollars.
Although I have not heard anything about where they're going with the Planet of the Apes now.
Yeah.
If there is something.
All right. The next one is My Oni Girl, which is an anime film.
Okay.
And onis, I had to look this up, are like Japanese folklore creatures where they're like monsters, and they're supposed to be like the boogeymen, or they eat you or something. But this guy meets one, and she's actually really nice, and they have like a normal society and stuff. And so then it turns into there's people trying to kill her, hunt her down, so he's got to protect her, and they got to get her back to her village, and we got to fall in love along the way, et cetera, et cetera. It was pretty good. Okay, the next one, I'm very curious to see if you've seen this, and if you haven't, I will judge you a little. It's Ultraman Rising.
Yeah, I never got around to it.
Dude.
I never got around to it. I wanted to.
You got to get around to it this afternoon.
Man, it fell off my radar, you know?
It is a Ben Avery movie.
So is that Netflix, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
It's an animated feature film. The animation is awesome. Like it's theatrical level quality animation, and it's all about giant Japanese kaiju monsters and parenting.
All right.
Like, yeah. What are you doing that you haven't seen this? Like it's the Ben Avery. I need to make a list of the movies that were made specifically for Ben Avery. And then if you haven't seen those movies, the judgment will continue.
Okay. All right.
So
it's fair. It's fair.
Okay. And then Inside Out 2. Did you see that?
No. I told you I didn't see any sequels to those animated movies. So
quality.
Yeah. I've heard it's wonderful. I've heard it's wonderful.
It's very good. There's all new jokes, and there's some new characters that are fun, and they do some clever, some fun pop culture stuff like with video games, and then the outside of the mind stuff where it's the story of what's going on in Riley's life is very compelling.
Good.
So yeah, it's the director has said, and so the first one, she's a kid or a tween on the verge of becoming a teenager. This one, she's become a teenager. The director has said he wants to do a movie for every stage in her life, and based on what they've done so far, I'm totally on board. Like, yeah, there's so much fertile storytelling ground there. So, yeah, very good.
Never got to it.
The next one is Fall Guy.
Okay.
Yep. So I like that one a lot. Okay. Then now we're in my top 10. That was in my top 10. That's number 10.
Which is about the same as my top 5 as far as like the number of movies that we have here. So yeah. All right. Let's continue. Let's continue.
Transformers 1.
Yes, I should have seen it.
Ben. I mean, this one wouldn't be on the movies made for Ben Avery list, but it's quite good. This is what they should be doing with the Transformers all along. Like they don't need to make another live action one ever. Just keep doing this. It's solid.
Yeah. I've heard good things. Just again, never got around to it.
Okay, number 8. I don't think you've seen this, but maybe you have. It's The Wonderful World of Henry Sugar.
No.
3 more.
No.
Do you know what this is?
Is that the Roald Dahl?
Yeah.
Things?
Roald Dahl, and it's Wes Anderson. And so one is like a 30-minute thing, and then there's like 3 more that are like 10 to 15 minutes. And just they're so charming. Like I don't fully agree with all the content in there. There's one that's like, what were you smoking like when you wrote this, Roald Dahl? Man, that's bleak. But yeah.
So I mean, we know him and remember him for his kids stuff, for the Charlie and Chocolate Factory and Matilda and that kind of thing. But he really made a name for himself writing just dark short fiction. And he had a TV show that was basically a less supernatural, but more dark, kind of a Twilight Zone style thing, where it's like it's an anthology of short stories by him, but like there's always some sort of twist at the end where you're just like, oh, the person I really liked was a horrible that kind of thing. So just imagine the kind of twists that he does for children and then turn it into adults, like he was doing that, and so it doesn't surprise me when you say, like, what were you thinking? Because that's just, he was known for that dark twist. So
Well, these are worth watching for the cinematography alone. He actually cast Roald Dahl in these. Every story has a narrator, and like several, like the Henry Sugar one has like 4 different levels of narration. It's like Inception.
okay.
And just the way he's filmed it and compiled them is different than like, and his Wes Anderson style is very,
Yeah.
this is even more unique than what he usually does.
Okay.
Where it's all set up like it's an elaborate stage play. Like the narrator comes into the scene, and then they show the scene transition, and the way they've constructed the sets is like it's forced perspective. And so once it's in place, you're like, oh, that's the thing. But then when they're transitioning between the things, you're like, whoa, what is going on? And so, yeah, it's real good. It's real good. And it's like an hour watched for all of them.
Yeah.
Very good.
All right. Cool.
Okay. The next one is number 7, The Wild Robot.
Yes.
You did see this. Ben.
I have not seen it.
I don't understand your movie watching habits.
I don't have movie watching habits anymore. That's the problem, is I don't get to the movies very often, and when I do, it's sporadic, and then so I miss things, and then they appear on streaming, but I'm doing other things, and it just gets off the radar, and I just don't see it.
This was solid. This was very good. It's in DreamWorks kind of new. They have like a different animation aesthetic now that they're doing, like that they did it with Puss in Boots. They did it with this. It has more 2D kind of elements in it, but still obviously 3D animation. But it's very good. It's about motherhood and parenting and found family and everything that you teach about every week. And it's good. It's very good. Okay, and then number 6 is Moana 2.
Nope. Nope.
So,
again, the sequels, I just never.
This one is an interesting animal because it was originally supposed to be a TV show, and I don't know. Yeah, this is supposed to be a Disney Plus TV show. I don't know how far they were in on production on this thing. I don't know if they took the whole first season and made it a movie. I don't know if they took the first 3 episodes and made it a movie. It's theatrical level
like
animation.
Okay,
what?
yeah. I was gonna say, did it feel like it was a movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yes and no, because there's some stuff in it. It's like that is clearly a TV show tactic. The main villain is not introduced until the post credit.
Okay. Well, because you remember Atlantis,
yeah,
and how the sequel to Atlantis was basically 3 episodes of a series that was supposed to have, and it felt like it. It's just like this is episode 1, 2, and 3. And it's just.
This was not that.
Okay.
This was not that, but it's clear like they were setting up. This was the bad guy's influence was to be felt in season 1, which I guess is this movie, and then in season 2 they'd actually get to actually fighting him, right? So that's what this movie is. But that said, I liked this better than the first one.
Really?
Yes. The music is not as quite as good, but and this might just be me because I usually like sequels better than the originals anyway, just because you can jump right in and the characters and all that. And plus, Moana's plot wasn't my favorite, but this is great. She's fully formed adult Moana, and she knows what she's doing, and she takes on a crew of people this time and takes them on a voyage, and she meets back up with Maui, and they go into like some more supernatural, Hawaii stuff. And then some really cool stuff happens at the end, which makes me excited for the sequel. So,
or the series.
Yeah. I would be fine with either one.
Okay. All right.
All right. And that's that. Now I'm in the top 5.
You're in your top 5. So now we've got visuals, right?
Visuals?
Your posters.
We have one visual.
One.
No, what we missed Ultraman. Did you put Ultraman up?
I did not.
You got to put Ultraman up, Ben.
Well, I was expecting it to be your top 5.
No, I got some images that I wanted to show if people might not know what I'm talking about, basically.
Oh, okay.
Because these other ones you would know what I'm talking about. But yeah.
What's this? Oh, that's Inside Out too.
No, that's not.
That's not?
That's coming later, yeah.
Oh.
So just stick with Ultraman.
Oh, I'm getting that out of there. There we go. All right.
So that's what you need to look for on your Netflix. Don't watch any more Marvel until you watch this.
Okay. All right.
All right. So you want me to keep going, or are you going to go?
We're in your top 5 now. So
we're in my top 5.
Go for your top 5.
All right. Sonic 3,
which I have not seen.
Rarely, and I'm gonna say this 2 times on this podcast. Rarely do you have a series of movies that just with every consecutive one, it just gets better than the last one. And that's the Sonic franchise. Like they have, I don't know if they did this on purpose, but it's expertly crafted. They've precisely ratcheted up the stakes and the character involvement and the plot stuff that not only mirrors the original games, but is just perfect for this building of sequels where each one is better than the last one.
Okay, so here's my question. The Knuckles miniseries.
Oh, my word, Ben.
Good?
No.
Okay.
Ugh.
All right.
Don't waste your time. It was terrible. Like, it's a cash grab, and it's a poorly made cash grab where they decided it's Knuckles, but it's Knuckles and his bumbling sidekick, and it should be called Bumbling Sidekick, the show.
Here's what I hate about shows like that is you've got your movie, right? Your movie series is Sonic. And so we're going to spend 6 hours with Sonic and supporting cast in the movies. And then they're like, so we'll do the spin-off TV show, not about the main character.
Yeah.
Like we're going to do a spin. And so we're going to actually have more hours, more time with the side characters from the movies than with the main character. And I don't like it when they do that. Like it just, that's not what we're looking for. We don't want the Robin TV show, for bad example, but like if there was Batman series, 3 Batman movies, and then in between 2 and 3, we get Robin's adventures. And so now we have 12 hours with Robin and 6 with Batman. You know, like it just doesn't feel like we should be going in that direction. Yeah. And so I just didn't even bother with Knuckles. I did want to see Sonic 3, didn't get around to it. It's on Paramount Plus, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Which so I'm about to cancel that subscription.
To be fair, Sonic is in the Knuckles show. And if you took the Knuckles show and you edited it together into a 1-hour episode special, it'd probably be worth watching.
Okay.
Right. But it, as it stands now, it is and they do reference it in the Sonic 3, but as it stands now, it's Knuckles going on zany adventures with bikers, a Shabbat dinner, and bowling.
Okay. Sounds fun. Hey, I will say the one exception to the example I just gave that ruins that whole thing is Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Back when it was part of the MCU, and you spent more time with Agent Coulson than you ever spent with Tony Stark.
Yeah.
And it was worth it. It was worth it. But okay.
I do want to say, like, Keanu Reeves as Shadow, perfect cast.
That's in Sonic 3?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
So
good. I mean, like if you are familiar with the game in which Shadow appears and the voice acting, which was not great in that game,
okay.
Keanu Reeves is the perfect person to capture that, but do it well. And then Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik, like he can keep playing that character for the rest of his days.
That is what's so bizarre to me is that this is Jim Carrey's like film career right now. He's like, I'm not doing movies anymore. It's just not worth my time or my spiritual energy, but I'll do Sonic. I'm going to do Sonic
3 times, and he doesn't do sequels, and now he's doing these.
Yeah.
And this time he played 2 versions of Robotnik, and
it just looks like he's having fun though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's amazing. Like, it's so good. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So what was that number?
That was number 5.
All right, number 4.
Rebel Moon Part 2, The Scargiver, Ben.
I need to put some thought into this because you got me second guessing. But I'm in my mind as I was making my order, I was just like, what do I want to return to? What do I want to watch again? And
yeah,
I'll
you do have to be in a
reconsider.
mood. Like you have to be in like we when we talked, we did a whole episode on this. It is a monstrous epic. Like you have to be in the mood for a monstrous epic.
And I remember like now the final battle. There's some really good stuff with that. And yeah, okay,
yeah, and you should not watch it by itself. You have to watch 1 and 2 back to back. That's what you should do.
similar to another movie on my top 5.
Oh, okay. Number 3 of the year.
3.
Number 3.
Number 3
of the year is Wicked.
Oh wow!
Why did you not like Wicked?
Look, I've done Wizard of Oz myself.
True, very true.
I've done it, and I've studied Wizard of Oz, the original movie, the books, the silent movies. I didn't mind the Wicked movie. It was fine. But I don't like what they were saying, what they were doing, and just the whole idea. Wicked is based on subversion.
Yeah.
A subversion of this, what was meant to be innocent idea of good versus evil that you get in Frank Baum's books. It's not sophisticated. Frank Baum is not a sophisticated writer by any stretch. And I've not read the Wicked book. I don't plan to. I've heard things about it, and it's not a PG-13 audience book, from what I understand.
Right? Yeah, I haven't read it either.
But just the whole idea is just based on subversion, and so that kind of has me already kind of rankling against it. The Oz Wonderland Chronicles. There's my plug right there. Casey Hang and myself, we did it. It was we did 3 graphic novels. We're hopefully going to do a final ending graphic novel here on the 20th anniversary or something like that. Nice. Actually, no, we passed the 20th anniversary soon. But I've done my version of where do we go with the Wizard of Oz, and so there's also a little bit of just professional. I don't know if pride is the right word.
Rivalry.
Yeah. Where I've just kind of stayed away from Wizard of Oz stuff. My family wanted to watch Wicked. I'm not doing anything actively right now with Wizard of Oz, which is a part of why I didn't watch some of those other things. Like I never watched the Wonderland, the Burton Wonderland movies. Because it's just like I'm in the midst of doing Wizard of Oz stuff right now, and I didn't want it to color what I was doing. So, but I'm not doing that right now. Let's watch Wicked. It's okay. The songs irritate me because of. Okay, listen. I just did camp. Okay, I just did a camp. You actually called me in the middle of karaoke.
Yeah,
all right.
I did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you karaoke. Gravity? No, I don't. Turn it off. Turn it off. They're requesting Gravity. I heard Gravity 8 times this last week.
That's a long song.
It is it's 5 minutes long.
Yeah.
I heard it 8 times, sung by people who, as far as not being professional singers, didn't do a bad job. Okay. But anyway, it's just not on my list of I want to go back to this. Will I watch the sequel? Yes, I'll watch the sequel. But that's okay. Wicked rant done. But
I've seen it on Broadway in New York. I've seen it on Broadway in South Bend.
That's a different thing, though, right there. Like that probably would change my thoughts about things if I'd seen it on Broadway, because that's an experience, and that changed that colors. Yeah. And
I've listened to the soundtrack on repeat for my entire adult life. So I really like this movie, and I thought they did a very good job. They did a good way. They did some fun things where like they changed this part just a little bit and this part just a little bit, and they invented an entire new song just so Kristen Chenoweth and Elsa can be in it.
Mm-hmm.
Idina Menzel could be in it, and which I appreciated. And Jeff Goldblum as the wizard, chef's kiss, perfect.
Oh, yeah, he was good.
Yeah,
he was good.
So yeah, really liked it. Just watched it this week with my kids. So yeah, it's number 3 on there. I want to go see the sing along version in the theater.
Well,
Maybe you can go see it together, Ben.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think if we're going to get back together, we're going to spend our time doing other things that are not Wicked. Okay. Either the movie or the adjective. We won't be doing wicked things like, smashing people's mailboxes or whatever. So,
nice.
yeah.
Even though that would be kind of fun. All right. So, all right. Number two. Now you can put the poster up, Ben. It's Dream Productions. That's not it. There it is.
Dream Productions.
Dream Productions is a 4-episode miniseries on Disney Plus, and it spins off of Inside Out 1. So if you're watching the Inside Out verse, you watch Inside Out 1, then you watch this, then you watch Inside Out 2.
Okay. And so this is number 2 of your top movies of the year.
Yeah. Like I've watched it like 3 times. It's so good. Like it's better than the movies.
Okay.
The story for Riley is better. And then the atmosphere, it's funnier, and the atmosphere of this, where it's a movie studio, and they capture it perfectly and do a lot of fun stuff with the mind element of it. And so I cannot recommend this enough. You must watch it as soon as you can, for everybody listening. And yeah, it's fantastic.
Dream Productions.
Yep.
All right.
Very good.
Very good.
And then number one,
Dune
Part 2,
which I do not have a poster for.
It's all right. We have done an entire episode on this.
That's my number 2.
Nice. Okay. So what's the rest of yours then, Ben?
All right, taking it fairly quickly. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is number 5 for me. It's a Planet of the Apes movie. I'm a huge fan of the franchise, but I've been so worried about the new movies, and every time I've gone to the new movies, I've been, oh, okay, hey, yes, all right, and that epic 3 trilogy that they made, where it's basically almost like a Moses kind of thing, where you just see him rise and die, and it's just number 4, Furiosa.
Didn't see it.
Which is the Mad Max saga movie, and again, it was big, it was bold, it was brash, and it was good. I enjoyed it. Number 3 is Alien Romulus.
No, didn't see
which
that.
I knew you didn't see it. Which I thought was actually it could have been better potentially, but not much as far as like just what are they doing with this movie. Oh, I had posters for these too. I could add to the stage here. So there's Alien Romulus right there. But that movie, man, they just it felt the vibe of the original Alien movie. It moved things forward in a way that you're like, that kind of breaks canon. Oh no, it didn't. Okay, you're okay. And it was a worthy Alien follow-up, I thought. I know there's a lot of people who disagree. There are definitely, like, it's kind of a split opinion from what I'm seeing. I don't know if it actually is split in the fandom, but what I see from reactions on YouTube and Facebook and things like that is kind of split. Number 2 is Dune Part 2, which I would also say is make it, you don't have to watch them back to back, but do it closely. Like, and you might be breaking it up into, like, I'm going to watch an hour of this movie, and then an hour of this movie, and then the last half hour of this movie, and the next half hour of the next movie. And, you might want to break it up.
The second one picks up the moment the first one
immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately. Yeah. Number 1, and this is kind of controversial even in my own mind in the 3 minutes that I did to do this, and that is Lord of the Rings, The War of Rohirrim. All right. And I know there were a lot of people who were just like, this is not good. This is not worthy. But if you look at this movie as a standalone epic fantasy movie, is it not perfect Tolkien? I don't know. I'm not gonna judge that. What I am going to say is this movie feels like a myth come to life. And there is moments in this movie that are just, they're memorable moments that I still remember. Like, oh my goodness, when the when they're coming and there's the door and he goes and he's there and it's just like, oh, that's so amazing. And I know the whole like girl boss thing. I get it. I know what people are saying when they say I don't want to see the girl boss thing anymore. It's overdone or whatever. I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, I didn't feel it when I was watching. I didn't feel like this was a female character who was going beyond the bounds of human anatomy or whatever, as far as like, being strong enough to throw down an orc by herself or something like that. They didn't do that kind of thing. The things they had her do felt realistic for the body type that they gave her. And I know that there's complaints about lots of different things in this movie, but for me, there was just moments where I'm just like, oh, wow, this was good. This was fun. I watched it with my son and we enjoyed it. And it just, yeah, I did not watch it in theaters. I purchased it soon afterward and did that whole like purchase to watch at home. And usually I don't think that that's worth doing. I did that with Wicked. I did that with this so that we could watch it at home on our big TV. And so I think it was $25 on Prime. I'm just like, okay, that's a $13 ticket for me and my son, to see it to not go to the theater. And the same with Wicked, where I broke down the math. All 7 of us just watched this $25 movie. Okay. So when you break it down like that, you feel a little less guilty, I guess. But
Yeah.
yeah. And it's now on HBO Max as just part of their subscription. And so,
Cool.
but yeah, it's anime, and that's a part of it too. Like if you're watching this is not just it's anime done with Peter Jackson's vibe, and the designs are similar, but done with that anime style. And it just, I really enjoyed it. I really had fun watching it, and I would love to actually talk about this movie with some actual like Tolkien scholars or Tolkien super fans, and kind of get that perspective, because I would not call myself a super fan. I love Tolkien. I've read Lord of the Rings. I've read The Hobbit multiple times because it's one of my favorite books of all time. But I haven't read the Silmarillion, and there's a lot of things that I have not read or have not dove into. But yeah, so that's my number one. And again, this is based on my memory of the experience of watching it. And would I go back and watch it again? And the answer is yes. I actually have it on my iPad downloaded from Prime, so that it's there that I can watch it if I ever find myself just somewhere that I can't watch something. It's just like it's ready to go if I don't have Wi-Fi for sure. So yeah.
Nice. I haven't seen it. I really want to, and so when I get a chance, I definitely will. All right, so I do want to talk about some TV from 2024
Sure.
because as good as the movies were, the TV was better. All right,
And
so
we have about 15 minutes, so we're doing good.
So in no particular order, I'm going to run through these, and I'm going to save the best for last.
Okay.
Or I'm going to try to. All right, so Scavenger's Reign. See that?
Yes.
Yeah. Very good.
That was so good.
Yeah.
And disappointing. Yeah, because are they going to ever go back to it?
I don't think so.
It's so good. And it's one of those where I think it actually defies the idea that, yes, while they set up with a cliffhanger, I would still recommend someone watch it, even though you're not going to get a full, so good.
Yeah. It's worth it for the experience. Very good. There is some nudity in it.
Yeah.
For like 2 seconds. Okay. So that was very, very good. Let's see. Rings of Power. We need to do a whole episode on that.
We do.
I unashamedly love that show. Love it. It's one of my favorite shows currently that it's in production.
Yeah. I'm not going to say I unashamedly love it. I will say I unashamedly really like it.
Nice.
But that's another one where it'd be good to have a Tolkien super fan,
yes,
or a Tolkien scholar, because there are complaints about the canon but if you're not worried about the canon, man, is it so good.
Yeah, I mean, it fits perfectly, I think, into the movie canon.
Yes.
So And I would absolutely include this in a Lord of the Rings rewatch. If you're going through everything, and based on what you're saying, probably War of the Rohirrim would be a good one to add in that as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Skeleton Crew.
Yeah, I like that. That was fun.
Do we need a whole episode on that? I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah.
It was pretty good.
It's fun though. It's definitely fun.
I was very skeptical of it because of, it's a very different tonally. It is very much like the Goonies in Star Wars, but this got my kids into Star Wars.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was, I really enjoyed it. X-Men 97.
Yes, I enjoyed it.
Yeah. And I was not a fan of the original X-Men 90s show. I thought it had...
Oh, you weren't?
No.
Okay.
I had very, very poor production values. I was not into the characters or the lore or any of it as a kid, but I did watch through a bunch of it before this came out. I still hold a lot of the same opinions. It's kind of like I'm forcing myself to watch this, but the follow-up show, oh yeah, very good. Especially the one episode where people die. Man, that was insane. And the cinematography and the animation and the gravitas, dude, they knocked it out of the park. The next one is Delicious in Dungeon. You seen that?
No.
So I've watched that this year, but it came out last year, and it's actually really good. It's an anime. It does have the ubiquitous let's see people in the bath episode. But other than that, it is a fantastic Dungeons and Dragons show.
Okay.
Like if you love that, this is great. And it's about people, and the whole kind of foundation that the show is built on is they're going into this dungeon and they don't have enough money to buy food. So they decide, okay, whatever monsters we kill, we're going to figure out how to cook and eat them.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. And they end up making like gourmet meals out of these monsters that they chop up. And it's really good. It's really good. Halo.
Yeah, I like that. But
candle for a fantastic show.
Not gonna get a resolution.
Man, so good, especially that last episode where if you know what Halo is about and you see the stuff coming, I was like, oh snap, and now we're never gonna find out what happened. I loved it. I thought it was so good. Batman: The Cape Crusader.
Did not watch.
Good. It's very good. It was. It's very much in line with the tone and feel of Batman the Animated Series, the first couple of seasons, and but this one's not for kids. And they do some new takes on some characters like Harley Quinn. They do a serious, scary, psychopathic take on her.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's definitely worth a watch if you're a Batman fan. My Dad the Bounty Hunter. This was very good. This is one you can watch with your kids if you have kids. It's about, it's got traditional family values, and it's just fun. It's fun sci-fi. The kids find out their dad is an intergalactic Boba Fett guy.
Okay.
And then in season 2, you find out, because in season 1 they sneak aboard their dad's spaceship and they get lost in space and they gotta navigate the crazy underworld of the galactic world to get back home. And then in the second one, Mom's in the picture, and of course Mom is an alien, and we didn't know that before. And so yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. Oh yeah, and it's, if you like Black Panther, the second season is basically Wakanda Forever. The planet that the mom is from is just Wakanda in space. Yeah, so it's it's good. It's very good. Okay, I think I'm ready. No, wait, one more. Arcane. Did you see Arcane?
No.
Okay, so it's got some content issues. There's a lesbian love story. There's some sexual stuff, a little bit. Not the sexual stuff's not over the top. There's like one episode that's questionable, but there is the lesbian love story that develops in the second season, and there's some language, but with those caveats, one of the greatest animated series ever created, just on the merits of animation alone. Like, good grief. If the production value on this thing is absolutely insane. It's a steampunk fantasy sci-fi amalgam, and wow, is it well done. So with those caveats. All right, so now let's get into the ones that I've got art for.
Wait.
Go ahead.
You did not mention the Acolyte.
No, I didn't, because we talked about that in our Star Wars episode.
You did not mention Star Trek Discovery's final season.
Don't care.
It's actually not a bad season, but not a great one.
I did not.
You did not mention Agatha All Along.
Didn't watch. Don't want to.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah. All right. Okay, next.
Wandla. There you go. This is an Apple streaming service, original animated series. It is fantastic, and it's another one that you can just watch with your kids, and it's great sci-fi. This girl wakes up. She's born in a bunker, and she has to train and learn before she can get out of the bunker. And she goes out of the bunker and finds out that the world is not as she thought it was, and there's aliens everywhere, and she has to go on this epic, almost Wizard of Oz like journey to get from point A to point B, and meets a bunch of friends along the way. And they do some really cool stuff with the alien species, and it's just super, super fun. It's like, what if the Disney animation studio made a good sci-fi movie? And this would be that. And I'm not saying they have not done that, but in recent years they have not. Because obviously Atlantis and Treasure Planet and others,
that's a whole different thing though.
Yeah. But yeah, very, very good. Highly recommend for a family watch together movie.
Now this show I started.
Oh, really?
About 5 minutes, and then I got interrupted and never went back to it.
Okay. That's good. It's very good. And it like you can just see, like, there was parts of it where I'm like, oh, well, this is an easy avenue for them to take the woke highway, and they never do it. Right. And it's great.
Okay.
All right. So then let's do The Chosen season 4. I'm going to talk about The Chosen every time I get the chance, because man, is it good. How can you put epic, heart-wrenching, spoilery content into a 2,000-year-old historical tale?
By adding stuff that wasn't there before. That's the answer.
Yes, but also stuff that does not contradict what was there.
Yeah.
And stuff.
You just asked the question. I'm just answering the question.
Yeah, but oftentimes in these sort of shows, they add stuff that wasn't there, and it's for no good reason, and it contradicts what's in the Bible. Not only does this not do that, but it also just they do some powerful, every time they add something like that, it's a powerful metaphor for what we as modern day Christians go through in our relationship with Christ. And good grief, it's fantastic. It's so good. And another way to put suspense in it is they're introducing characters and you don't know their names. But if you're a Bible nerd, you're like, who could this be? Who could this character be? Who are they setting it up? And so it's a fun ride, and it'll make you cry. It's so good.
This show I have never seen.
I know that, Ben, and it disappoints me to this day. Okay. Eventually we're gonna need to have you watch it. All right. Now, for something maybe a little controversial, but I want to bring it up. And it's Pantheon. The controversial thing I'm gonna say is this is the greatest sci-fi show I have ever seen in my life.
All right.
It is number 1 on the sci-fi TV in my...
And it's AMC Plus.
Well, it's on Netflix now.
Okay.
Yes. And We must do an episode on this. I must talk to you about it because I will say it once more. The greatest sci-fi television show I have ever seen in my life.
All right. I will watch it. We will talk about it after Fantastic Four.
Okay.
So
it's very good.
That's our cliffhanger.
Okay.
We'll talk about it. So, all right. Well, Evan, it's good talking.
Yeah.
And 2024 feels like it was so long ago. Because it was a long time ago, actually.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, with all that said, then, thank you everyone for spending time with us. Remember to hit like, hit subscribe on YouTube if that's where you are watching us, but also remember to check us out wherever you get your podcasts to get these longer form episodes there as well. And you can also go to strangersandaliens.com to catch things there, and our facebook.com/strangers and aliens. And until next time, thanks for listening. Thanks for spending time with us, and Godspeed. I think if we're going to get back together, we're going to spend our time doing other things that are not wicked. Okay. Either the movie or the adjective. We won't be doing wicked things like, smashing people's mailboxes or whatever. So,
nice.
Yeah.
That would be kind of fun.